I'd say most of these things you shouldn't get close to, like in general. I'm your host Youssef, and these are 10 scary SCPs you should never get close to. Make sure you subscribe and ring that bell to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Anyways, let's keep it to 2 meters at least. Number 10, SCP-343. SCP-343 appears as an older bearded man with a friendly and benevolent demeanor. It is described as radiating an aura of divinity and wisdom, and its appearance often evokes a sense of comfort and awe in those who encounter it. SCP-343 claims to be all-knowing, all-powerful, and omnipotent, possessing abilities that defy the laws of physics and reality. It claims to have created the universe and all life within it, including humanity. SCP-343 also asserts that it is beyond space, time, and causality, existing outside the normal confines of reality. SCP-343's abilities seem to be limitless, capable of manipulating matter, energy, and reality at will. It can create and alter objects, heal injuries and illnesses, and demonstrates complete control over its environment. Its powers extend even to altering the Foundation's containment protocols, often appearing to be able to escape containment at will. Number 9, SCP-356. SCP-356 is a deceased male of Eurasian descent, measuring 1.76 meters tall and weighing 81.5 kilograms. When within 3 meters of devices capable of receiving telephone calls, these devices receive continuous calls that stop only when answered, then resume once the caller hangs up. Attempts to trace these calls point back to the receiving device. Answering these calls connects to an entity, SCP-356-A, speaking with SCP-356's voice. SCP-356-A discusses SCP-356's work history, relationships, mental state, and thoughts, often focusing on distressing topics. SCP-356 and 356-A were discovered during a 1986 Foundation raid on a CIA safe house. Number 8, SCP-076. The primary anomalous aspect of SCP-076 is its ability to enter an activated state when physically damaged or otherwise agitated. When activated, SCP-076 transforms into a violent and aggressive state, referred to as SCP-076-2. In this state, it becomes a formidable and virtually unstoppable combatant. In its activated state, it displays superhuman strength, speed, and reflexes, capable of overwhelming multiple armed personnel with ease. Its regenerative abilities allow it to heal rapidly from wounds, making it almost impervious to conventional weaponry. SCP-076-2's aggression is focused on destroying any and all threats in its vicinity. It will attack any living beings or entities that come in its line of sight, showing no mercy or restraint in its pursuit of destruction. This uncontrollable rage makes SCP-076-2 a significant threat to personnel and requires the utmost caution and preparation during any interactions. Number 7, SCP-2317. SCP-2317 is an entity that exists in an alternate dimension, separate from our own. The true nature and appearance of SCP-2317 remain largely unknown, as direct observation or physical interaction with the anomaly is impossible through conventional means. 2317 is associated with a ritualistic procedure referred to as Procedure 110 Montauk that involves keeping it contained. The specific details of Procedure 110 Montauk are heavily redacted in official documentation. However, it is implied that the procedure involves significant physical and psychological harm to a female individual designated as SCP-231-7, who is considered the primary component of 2317's procedure. Number 6, SCP-096. SCP-096 appears to be a tall, emaciated humanoid with abnormally long limbs. It is entirely hairless and has pale, featureless skin. Its face is the most distinctive and alarming aspect of its appearance. It is dominated by a large mouth-like structure that extends from the bottom of its face to the top of its neck. SCP-096 has no visible eyes, nose, or ears, but it seems to possess senses capable of locating its targets. However, if any individual views SCP-096's face, either directly or indirectly through photographs or video recordings, it will immediately enter an agitated state, referred to as an incident. During an incident, SCP-096 will begin to exhibit intense distress, sobbing, screaming, and covering its face with its hands. After several seconds, it will suddenly become hyperactive and enter a state of extreme agitation. It will then proceed to track down and eliminate the person who viewed its face, regardless of the distance between them. SCP-096 has displayed the ability to travel long distances at extraordinary speed, moving through obstacles and terrain in its path. Number 5. SCP-106. SCP-106, also known as the Old Man, is a malevolent and eldritch anomaly within the SCP Foundation's vast array of contained entities. Classified as a Keter-class SCP, it poses a significant threat to both personnel and the Foundation's containment protocols. 106 appears as a decrepit humanoid figure resembling an elderly man in advanced stages of decomposition. Its appearance is often described as disturbing, with tattered clothing and a hunched, unnaturally contorted posture. The entity possesses an uncanny and unsettling aura, evoking a sense of dread in those who encounter it. The primary anomalous ability of SCP-106 is its ability to phase through solid matter, effectively allowing it to pass through walls, floors, and other barriers. This allows the entity to move freely within its containment cell and escape from confinement with relative ease. Furthermore, SCP-106 exhibits a predilection for preying on living beings, specifically targeting humans. When encountering a potential victim, the entity will use its corrosive touch to create an aperture in the material world referred to as a corrosion pocket. Number 4. SCP-682. 682, known as the hard-to-destroy reptile, is one of the most infamous and enigmatic entities contained by the SCP Foundation. It is classified as a Keter-class anomaly due to its extreme danger and the difficulty of containing it. 682 is a large reptilian creature with a shape-shifting and regenerative ability, making it nearly impossible to destroy or neutralize through conventional means. 682 has breached containment on multiple occasions, often resulting in extensive damage and loss of personnel. These breaches highlight the difficulty in predicting its actions and adapting containment strategies to counter its evolving abilities. Each containment breach requires swift and coordinated response to recontain the entity and mitigate the damage it causes. Number 3. SCP-008. SCP-008, known as the Zombie Plague, is a highly contagious and dangerous anomalous pathogen that causes individuals to undergo a process of reanimation, effectively turning them into aggressive and infectious zombies. While the SCP Foundation works diligently to contain SCP-008, there is no documented canonical instance of a full-scale containment breach involving this anomaly. In the event of a SCP-008 containment breach, the breach of SCP-008 containment would likely be detected through monitoring systems designed to track infectious pathogens. Unusual readings or alarms indicating a breach of the containment area would be triggered, immediately alerting the containment and security teams. Number 2. SCP-035. SCP-035, known as the Possessive Mask, is a highly dangerous and manipulative anomaly contained by the SCP Foundation. It takes the form of a white porcelain comedy mask resembling a theatrical commedia dell'arte mask, though its appearance can change subtly depending on the observer. The main anomalous property of SCP-035 is its ability to possess and control the bodies of living organisms that come into physical contact with it. Once worn, the mask establishes a telepathic connection with the wearer and slowly takes over their consciousness and motor functions. SCP-035 could potentially manipulate containment personnel into releasing it from its containment case. By exploiting the weaknesses or vulnerabilities of individuals, the mask might convince them to believe that it poses no threat or that it offers valuable information. Number 1. SCP-058. SCP-058 appears to be a large living heart composed of various tissues and structures with arteries, veins, and chambers that mimic those of a human heart. Despite its size and complexity, it has no observable cardiovascular system. SCP-058 is capable of absorbing and assimilating organic and inorganic materials it comes into contact with. This includes living organisms, which it consumes to fuel its growth and replication. SCP-058 exhibits aggressive behavior, actively seeking out living organisms to consume. It moves by contracting its chambers and extending tendrils, allowing it to pursue potential sources of sustenance. 058 possesses regenerative capabilities, allowing it to repair damage and regrow tissue. This makes it a formidable adversary, as damage inflicted upon it may be temporary. SCP-058's containment is particularly challenging due to its mobile nature and the danger it poses to personnel and the environment. Its containment procedure involves a specially designed chamber equipped with multiple defense systems to mitigate breaches. Thanks for watching. Those were 10 scary SCPs you should never get close to. Leave a like and comment if you think we missed anything, and we hope you have a scary day.